nasty little question, this. You have got to find the values of x and y. At the moment, I can't really see what to do apart from remove the brackets. So let's remove the brackets from 5 minus root x squared, remembering that when we square a bracket, we have to write the bracket twice and remove the brackets in the normal way. So I'm going to multiply first 5 by 5. Well, that's going to give me 25. If I do the outer terms multiplied together, well, that's 5 multiplied by minus root x, well, that's minus 5 root x. The inner terms, that's another minus 5 root x. And then the last two terms multiplied together, well, a minus times a minus is a plus, and the square root of x times the square root of x is actually just x. So the right-hand side becomes 25 plus x minus 10 root x. And we are told that that is exactly the same as y minus 20 root 2. Okay, now here's the clever bit, if you like. Let's say you had something like 3 plus the square root of 5, and you knew that that was the same as a plus the square root of b. Well, the only way that that could be true is if a was 3 and b was 5, because essentially the rational part is 3, and the rational part on the right here is a, the part which can be written as a fraction. Root 5, remember, and this thing can't be written as fractions. They are irrational, so they must be equal as well. Okay, you can't have a rational bit equaling an irrational bit. So let's have a look at what we've got here. Okay, if I just highlight them, the rational bits, where are we? Let's have a highlighter. Okay, the rational bits, or the irrational bit here, is the minus 20 root 2, and that has got to equal the 30 bit on the right hand side. So those two parts there must equal each other. And in the same way, y here, which is the rational part, because we were told that x and y are positive integers, y must equal 25 plus x. Now, if I look at y equals 25 plus x, there's not a lot I can do with that at the moment. But if you look at the other two terms, so let's just go back to this one, the minus 20 root 2 must equal minus 10 root x. And I'm just going to go about solving that now to find out what x is. Well, first of all, if I divide both sides by minus 10, okay, on the right-hand side, I'm just going to be left with the square root of x. And on the left-hand side, I'm going to be left with 2 root 2, because minus 20 divided by minus 10 is 2. Okay, I'm now going to square both sides. So if I just square both sides to try to find out what x is, if I square the square root of x, then that is just x. If I square this side, 2 root 2 squared, well, it has to be 2 squared multiplied by root 2 squared. And if I do that, well, 2 squared is 4. 4 times the square root of 2 squared is actually just 2, because you're squaring a square root, so these two disappear. And 4 times 2 is equal to 8. So we now know that x is equal to 8. Now, if we now look at the green highlighted parts here, we know that y is equal to 25 plus x. Well, we know now that x is 8, so that's just 25 plus 8, which is 33. So actually y is equal to 33.